Okay, guys, we're live. Let's check the volume here for a second. Volume. Yep, so we're live, and we're going to be doing back again, but except a little bit heavier back workouts. There's a couple exercises that I haven't really done, so we're going to go through those exercises. For example, seated row, but I'm not doing the seated version. I'm doing the lying version of row. This is probably one you haven't seen before. This is my own personal design because I designed it so that when I'm sitting down, sometimes it's not comfortable for me because of my problem with my lower back. So I did a version where I'm lying down and it takes all the strain away from the bending and, so I just lie down and I'm going to be pulling that band directly down into the hip here. I'm going to do one hands and then rotate back and forth one at a time. And then I'm going to do both hands together. And after that, I'm probably going to do some pull-ups. Finish it off with some pull-ups. So you can use the floor or you can use a bench. In this case, I'm going to use the bench today. Most of the time I go on the floor and I do it on the floor, but I may show you the version. If we have a lot of time here, I'll show you the version. But here we go. I wish you guys can see the side view, but my hallway is so narrow. So you're gonna have to visualize it how it may look from the side view. So you keep your back flat on the bench. You don't want to put an arch in your lower back. You got to keep your back flat when you're doing this. And as you see, I'm coming all the way down here because I want to really get a good contraction. And that's why I'm using the bench. If I lie flat on the floor, this is what I would do. This is the way I would lie on the floor and do it. This way, and I will pull down in this way if I'm lying on the floor. But because I'm on the bench, I don't have to do that. And then I will rotate like this and driving the elbows down, right down in there, to hit the lower lats especially. But I'm using the bench, so I don't have to change my position. I can lie flat and do it. So I'm going to keep rotating until I get the number of sets I'm supposed to. I have to fight for it. See, if I was sitting and doing this movement, yes, I would get a good contraction too. But I'm using more of this kind of motion, and I'm trying to get away from that because of the problem with my lower back. Still trying to work the muscle, but just focus on just the muscle, not something else. Some people might say, why just stop working the back? No, you can't. When you have problem with your lower back, do not stop working it. You gotta keep exercising it. The minute it gets isolation in there, you're finished. Next thing you know, you cannot even walk. So you have to keep fighting with it. Keep the muscles around the spinal cord very strong all the time, because you need to. I'll go this side first. I'm pulling better on the right side than the left side because I have the left wrist is fused. The two little bones in this corner by the thumb area has been fused back in 2007. So my strength is different from both sides. So I'm always fighting with the left side. Need to spot beside it. So where I'm feeling this, it's right down in here. Because my lance runs very low, so I'm trying to get right down in the bottom of it, so that when I do my back pulls, it starts from here and not from way up in the center. So we're gonna do both hands now, and coming right down into the belly button. That's what I'm going to try to contract it right about there. I'm going to go this way, not this way. So, this way. That's good, you can pull yourself up back with a bend. My lower to middle back to the lower back is really, really pumped right now. Sorry you guys have to look at me from this angle, but I cannot go from the side away because I am not, the hallway is a little too narrow, guys. Sorry about that. think that's 5. I was walking home from work and I was thinking about this because I'm so tired. So I have to like visualize in my mind here and try to like focus on getting this workout done. And anything negative in here, I try to just toss it out and just like that. Because I gotta get this done. It's a must. I could sleep after because I don't work tomorrow, right? But you guys are up at this time of night watching me. You can actually work out too, right? That's how I kind of put things into perspective. If you focus on something and if you really want it badly enough, there's nothing can stop you. You don't have to work out for an hour or 45 minutes or whatever. Just a little bit at a time. Focus on the weaknesses. Like I'm targeting my back 3 days in a row because it is a problem, and as I'm getting older, it's going to become worse. So I got to start paying more attention to that area. My legs is the same thing, because as you're getting older, this is the first part to go is your legs. You will lose this first, then your back goes second, and then you're like this, right? So you have to target those things first. Ah. Okay, so next we're going to focus a little bit on the rear delts. So we're going to do a bit more of face pulls, but except I'm going to show you guys another version of face pull, the lion position. So I don't know if this is, I'm going to check this band and see if it's too hard to pull, then I'm going to have to switch the band. I've never used this one to do it before, so what you want to, usually before I was doing this on the exercise ball, because the ball goes like, because when you lie in the ball, it goes in the shape of your back, so you can get a better contraction coming in. I'm going to do it on the bench and show you guys what I'm talking about. It's the same idea of this, come in here like that, elbows a little bit out, but except you're lying there and doing it. And when you lie down to do it, you're not using any other muscle. That's the only muscle that's going to be in play. It's the rear delts, nothing else. But when you stand up, you have to focus on your position stance. This cancels everything out when you lie down to do it. Just as what I just did here with the lying rolls, it canceled out everything else. So you just focus on just the muscle. So let's see if I can do it with this. I don't know, maybe this might be too much. Yeah, it is. So it's too much, so I have to use a band, a smaller band to get it done. But I want to keep this band up here because I'm doing pull-ups next. Not pull-ups, yeah, the pull-ups. That's what I will do after. So I may have to go on a slight angle because the band is a little bit off. So I have to get a slight angle, that's why I'm doing this, because of how the band is positioned. So I can go like this, put my foot up, and just keep my back nice and flat. So I'm pulling not directly to the face, but around by the chin area. That's where the band is going to about my chin. Because I want to position on the bench, I'll have to go forward a little bit more on the bench if I want to get it centered. But this is fine still. Yep, you're looking at my ball head. One more. On my tippy toe here. Oh gosh. Whew. Wow, It's so tough in the back there now. So we're gonna do just as we did last night. Maybe 2 sets of 10 reps. And then I'm gonna start to grab a backpack and put some weight in the backpack and keep going up. So just 2 sets to get going. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a set without the band, and then 2 sets with the band, and then the rest I will go up, increase some weights. That's what I'm gonna do. My delts is nice and rear delts is nice and pumped, so I should be able to handle it. Yeah, I actually feel that in my, right in the shoulders there where I have the problems. I could feel it still. So let's see what happens when the weather warms up. Because please, I'm pretty sure it's arthritis in the shoulders, but it's a lot more in this left side. And the right side is there too, but I feel more on the left side. I kind of missed how last year I was doing so much reps without the bands because there was nothing going on. My shoulders were perfectly fine. It's just when I got back from Japan, when I left Japan, the temperature was around 15 degrees. When I got here, it was already minus. And I felt it when I got here. I said, my shoulders was in so much pain. So it's got to be arthritis. Just creeped up on me. Okay. I hate having to be so high up. Trying to use the band. Feels good. I don't feel so much tension in the left shoulders when I have the band in there. I may need some weights there. So we have 4 sets. So this is what I'm going to use, my backpack. I bought this backpack especially just to put weights inside because it's very strong. So that's why this is the only thing goes in this backpack is weights. So I'm going to put it from the front. I'm going to put a 25 pounds in there. So I got 10 reps, it's good. .5 kilo. Last year I was getting 45-pound plate for 7 reps, and that was without the bend. Everything has decreased since my shoulders have been active. So guys, if you're doing pull-ups and you're just getting like 20 reps, 15, 20 reps, maybe even 30, who knows? Start using some weights. You get more benefit if you try to use some weights in there and try to pack on some size on those lats. strutting. Can't get it off. Okay, guys, that's it. I think it's about 40 minutes. I think, I'm not too sure. Somewhere around there. So that was my workout. I will not visit my back again until sometime later next week. Time to move on to something else. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. And good night to those who are on YouTube watching. Thank you again. Have a good evening.